Soup letting Queen B in that nice self of hers. Know what's up. Check. Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards N Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. Feels excellent being next to the soul survivor Barry to the right of me.
Yo. Good.
You pull out my jewels, B.
There you go.
Pull out my, you know what I mean? Gotta pull out my jewels. Yo, you the t-shirt king. I like that ghost face right there, man. I was just watching the show. Documentary, the show, and watching Wu-Tang and Ghostface with his tailored Pele. Definitely one of my favorite documentaries out there. We're gonna be talking some hip hop tonight. And if y'all know about some hip hop greatness, then y'all know about Soup's on the other side holding it down. She keep a 16 in the clip just to let y'all know. She done been in all types of games, all types of arenas. We're going to talk about some people that's been in these arenas. Some people that been performing for a long time. One of these people that set it off for somebody's career that we're going to get into later. Let's give it up for Cat Williams getting a whole street named after him, dude. Y'all, let's not wait. I hear Plainfield's going to have, they campaigning for a street for Albert Steele Mills.
Yes, sir.
Let's get that sooner. Should have been there sooner than later. Everybody, let's get it right. If we got love for the people and they doing it how they do it, celebrate it.
Yeah. Yep.
We be waiting for people to die.
We do. It happens all over the world.
All over the world. It's real corny.
Yeah.
It's real corny.
I had a conversation with somebody about Hall of Fame. I'm like, for certain people, for instance, like Tom Brady, like, why you need to wait 5 years before they put him in?
Why?
And, you know, some people are just traditionalists, and they're like, well, that's just the way it's always been. I'm like, but why? If we know, if he right now considered the greatest of all time, what are we waiting for?
They got what they can do, 5 years?
Something like 5 years. I mean, I might be dead by then. I mean, I don't want to say that, but who knows?
And then you have to Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe was not there to celebrate his Hall of Fame, right?
No, it wasn't. I mean, obviously, you know, he was unexpected. He died like right after he retired.
No doubt.
But still, like I said, if you a shoe-in, as they say, what are we waiting for?
They wait for too much. They wait for rules to change and change the rules. You got people like Pete Rose.
Oh, well, yeah, he's never getting in the game, probably.
Never getting, but
Barry Bonds probably never.
Barry Bonds won't. But, yo, these are Hall of Famers. People pick and choose who they want to give praises to.
Right.
It's such a political game out here. Yo, give love. And when people are hands down one of the best to do it, give it up for them.
I see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a big class coming in this year.
I think Tribe is coming this year.
Is it Tribe this year?
Tribe is definitely.
Okay.
Or was Tribe last year?
I think Tribe was last year.
Tribe was last year.
This year's Outkast.
Outkast, that's what I'm thinking about.
Outkast,
Yes.
Salt and Pepper.
Push it.
Salt and Pepper going in.
You heard about when Soup and Pepper got into it?
Nah, I didn't hear about
over
that.
Diddley D?
Over the hipster?
Yeah, overweight lover. Soup used to like him a little chubby back in the day. If they could two-step. She said, most step, yo. I'm trying to tell you. Warm in the winter. Tell him, Sue. Tell him. That big love. Go ahead, Sue. You know, Sue, I lost a few pounds. I'm trying to get ready for the calendar. We're going to have the only calendar come out in August. It's going to be August to August. 2026. Look, man, we trying to be sexy for a long time here. And a strong time here. That's what we trying to do. You're right. And when you talk about these Hall of Famers, man, some of these Hall of Famers is out here bugging. Or are they bugging? Got a Hall of Famer right here. We talking about that Shannon Sharp. Mm-hmm. What's going on with him, B? First off, shout out to everybody on check-in early.
You got famous.
You got famous?
You got real famous. What happens is when you get real famous, they come for you.
Damn.
They come for you. I mean, before, if it wasn't for his fame, nobody wouldn't be talking about him right now. What I mean by we wouldn't be hearing all these different scandals and things. Because who knows what he was doing before? Who knows?
Who knows? Who cares? Shout out to Uncle Mike on the check-in. Shout out to my brother Jared. Shout out to Sinead. Shout out to everybody on the check-in who locked in watching. Make sure y'all like, share, and all that other good stuff. Make sure y'all do all that good stuff. And if y'all really like it, look, man, this independent show. You like to donate to Beards N Baldheads, this how you do it. If you want to do it with the cash app. Mm-hmm. But B, you saying a great point. And I had these conversations with other people when we talking about football players. Mm-hmm. And now we talk about Peace the Law on the check-in. We talking about one of the dopest artists on the planet. She is in the check-in. When we talk about football players, particularly, I played ball, high school, younger years, and all that. You play even the greater level. You played in college. Yeah. One thing when it comes to football players, you don't see them. No. They got a mask on when they doing all their greatness. Right. Helmet. Mm-hmm. And they don't always get the recognition outside of Peter Sabrina on the check-in. We hear, y'all. Football players might not get that recognition outside of their campus.
It's only a few famous football players that you can recognize by the way they look.
And he might not be one of them, even though he became more famous working on ESPN, working on Fox, and all that other good stuff. Peace to my cousin DeMarcus on the check-in.
He was in the era where I would say football players, individuals, a lot of them were famous.
Yes.
He did come up in that era where they were being promoted differently.
They had the Sharp brothers.
The Sharp brothers. I mean, he was outspoken, so that made him, he was good and outspoken at the same time.
Okay.
So you had guys like Shannon Sharp and Deion Sanders, that was outspoken. But if you saw Derek Thomas in the street, you probably wouldn't know who he was, even though he was one of the best.
You might not. Shout out to my cousin DeMarcus, one of the best drummers, one of the best musicians on the planet. And y'all need to see him because when y'all see him, y'all gonna know he that dude. Shout out to my cousin Kesey as well as Pops. But when you see him, we talking about family. Now you say he's famous. Piece of Jessica on the check-in, LIU in the building.
Extra famous. Before he was just football famous.
Yes.
Now he's socially famous.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. And now, B, but I'm going to tell you, when it comes to women, I don't care what kind of job I ever had. Mm-hmm. If she look good at Burger King, she got a nice little wagon. Yeah. If maybe I can get some extra nuggets. It's back in the Wendy's days, later for Burger King. I had my Burger King fling, It's if they look good, they look good.
Yeah, that's women.
That's women. Mm-hmm. And this is men looking at women.
Right.
Some people like, nah, man, yo, once you get this certain type of, no. It's not real.
It's not the same for us.
It's not.
A woman, like you said, you'll take her out of McDonald's if she look good enough.
Blackbirds, here we go. But we will take them like, yo.
But I'm thinking on the other flip side, you could be as handsome if you want to be at Subway. They're probably not taking you up out of there.
Or not. Or not.
Probably
yo.
Not. Probably not.
Yo.
They might say, oh, he's cute. Well, that's probably as far as it's going to go.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Yo, Tupac had this one saying, my peace, my brother Mike Lowry on the check, and shout out to you. He gonna be on in 2 weeks promoting that fight. Tupac had some, I'm just at, I'm somewhere. Peace to Big Hawk on the check, and LIU was in the building. Somebody was Tupac said something. It was on my brother Donnie Glean, rest in peace, on his voicemail. He's like, just a month ago, nobody knew who I was. And I was not getting the women like it was. Then as soon as my album come out, I am so adorable. Now I'm that fame as an extra glow of sexiness, that power, that money, whatever these women see.
All of it. Yeah, the fame, usually fame and money go hand in hand, usually.
Yes, piece of quiche on the check-in.
But you can be rich without being famous. But usually if you're famous, you have money.
Usually have money.
Usually have money. So like you said, fame brings power. Power is money. People like the attention. People like the prospect of, being rich, even if it's not their money. So
I got a chance.
yeah.
Basketball wives is very prevalent.
Yeah.
I get a point for prevalent. It's out here. Like women want to be that.
Get in that circle.
Jess was a basketball woman. She might have some men who she had male groupies probably too.
Yeah.
Like, oh girl, I like that reverse layup that you did. I got your stats. This is what happens out here. Trust me, it does. So now you got this man. Now people up here getting on Shannon like, yo, Shannon can't just, bone who he want to bone.
So you telling me he couldn't be set up by a well-to-do woman as far as financially? I mean, you don't think just because she has her own money, she still can't try to get him?
Why would she want to do this? Especially not a black woman. A black woman wouldn't want to do that. This is how they talking out here, B.
Mm-hmm.
They talking. No, a black woman can't get you.
Yeah, right.
This is what they saying out here, B. It's only the white woman. He should have known that white girl was going to get. What?
If she was black, then it would be another reason why he shouldn't have dealt with her. Oh, she ain't on his level. It would have been something.
It would have been something,
right? Instead of just saying that was dirty on her behalf, if she's wrong, we're not going to sit here and speculate because we don't know the facts.
We don't know the facts.
People to automatically say, "Oh, you know how it is," because we do. When people do it. Like if a black woman is dating a white guy, she get treated dirty. Oh, that's what you get.
That's what you get messing with that white girl.
Or messing with that white guy.
Or messing with
like a brother wouldn't have did her dirty.
Knock it off, y'all. Knock it off.
But that's what we do, though.
That's what we do, and it ain't cool.
That's what we do.
It ain't cool. Piece of the reach on the check.
Nobody cared about who this man was dealing with until he got famous.
Until he got famous. And until he got caught with this.
Yeah, if it's something he got caught with. If it's real.
And the sad part is, I'm hoping he's not guilty. I hope that part right there. And this the same stuff we seen with Kevin Hart. Jay-Z. Time and time again. So it don't matter black or white, however y'all want to play.
This is the part I don't like.
Talk about it, B.
We
Tiff, what up, though?
We quick to get him. But before even the facts even come out.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the facts come out that it didn't happen like that, we just shut up. We don't go back in and be like, damn, man, my bad, or, oh, let's support. No, it's just move on to the next one.
We talking about this right here, Tiff, like how everybody just turned their back on it. You're absolutely correct.
Like Jay-Z. People was ready to jump. When that accusation came out.
With the elevator?
No, this was the accusation with the young girl. They took some young girl.
Oh, yeah. He had to do it.
Everybody
Him and Puff ran the train on.
This is what they've been doing. This is how they... See, Beyonce was young. Everybody was young. He was the... And then it came out the girl lied. Nope. Zip. You ain't heard nothing since. But that's just how we do, though. We ready, man. We ready to hate on our own.
Ready to take us down so fast, my God.
We love it.
My God.
We love it. It makes news. People was hoping Shador didn't get drafted.
Ooh, damn, Shador.
Hoping the man.
Shador, they didn't want you.
They was hoping the man.
They did not want you, Shador.
I seen people, every pick that went by, people was smiling harder and harder. I said, this is a damn shame, yo.
Damn.
We terrible.
Yo, we are terrible, B. If we going to get there, let's go there with Shador. Yo, same way we talk. Yo, we gonna get off Shannon real quick. Shannon, we said, us from Beards N Baldheads, we appreciate that you didn't come home yet. You still holding on to that hairline, even though it got that little, look like an arrow point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going back.
He coming. He gonna come home soon. He trying to hide it with the part.
We all coming home one day.
I see you got muscles. He trying to hide it with muscles. I try to do that, B. Mm-hmm. I try to. I'm just working on my arms. Legs looking real flimsy out here. I got to get it better. I'm like, look, they keep it. They look up. Watch the hat. They might not know us. I got the Uncle Phil right. Oh, don't look that bad with this lighting. Thank you, Sue. Sue gave me the right light, y'all. I might have my hat off for a second. I don't know. Sue gave me that confidence. I was feeling DMX mugshot. Maybe not tonight. He said, yo, she said, quick to switch on. It's like we were waiting for it. All I hear is him saying, Michelle. That was the white girl name?
Yeah.
That's the white girl named Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah, but she was like an OnlyFans girl, right?
No, that was somebody he was dating.
That was somebody he was dating.
Yeah.
Oh man, see, I be hearing these fake stories.
Yeah, they had been dating for a couple of years.
Yo, oh man,
I don't know. I'm saying I'm saying dating in the sense that they was seeing each other from time to time,
and they was doing what they wanted to.
Right.
Y'all talk dirty. Yo, don't act like none of y'all talk dirty.
Right.
Some of y'all talk that talk.
But,
choking, role playing. It's a good thing. Healthy habit to having sex, man. Y'all might need to do a little bit more. It was getting that. You said it was getting that. Yeah, she was. Tiff. She was getting it. So yo, it's Pink. What's good, baby? What up, cuz? It is tough when you can't trust. When now you're on a level of success, and you build a rapport. I hope everybody love. One night stands do happen. It does.
But to be famous now it's scary because you can't trust anybody. Like I see why some of the celebrities make women sign waivers and whatever they call it, where they can't try to sue them or they've got to sign that this is consensual. And you got to do all of that because you don't know who's going to set you up.
Oh, that sucks.
And it's usually, understand the law. It's her word against yours. So you're guilty until you can prove your innocence.
I don't know what sucks more, the fact that they have to do it or we not rich enough for that, B. Like, you know what I mean?
That can happen on our level. On our level, though, it's different. They're not coming for money. You going to jail, nigga.
What?
If women try to, set one of us up, it ain't for money. It's for put me away.
Piece of Khadijah on the check-in. Piece of my brother Just on the check-in. What's good, baby? Khadijah, what's good? We here. Stay tuned. Yo, and I'm like, all I could give you is Kennedy Fried. Like, I can't even give you KFC. KFC ran my budget last week.
If somebody get mad at you, if you rich and they feel like they deserve more, and you're a target for a lot of different people. Not just women, some of your friends, everybody.
Oh, man.
You got money like he got about to sign a $100 million contract. It seemed like as soon as he get ready to sign a $100 million contract, they drop this. And like I said, once again, I can't say if it's true or not. But we will find out. When we find out, it ain't going to make a difference because we're going to either say, see, that's what he get, or we're going to move on like it didn't happen.
Yo, you talking about even some of your friends. Yo, that's one of the things I saw. I said, some of y'all day ones have been jealous since day two. I said, oh. Shout out to who put that on they check it or on their timeline, because I be stealing what y'all be on your timelines. It might have been a toy. It might have been Queen B. Shout out to them on the Al Show tomorrow, 7:00. Yo,
that's a sad statement because like
it is.
Like you said, a lot of them. As long as y'all equal, y'all great. As long as y'all on the same page, as long as y'all on the same level, y'all good friends.
So, yo, B, I'm gonna tell you one of my friends, one of my brothers, who I ain't equaling, but I'm so proud of. Cause we're equal in love.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Jameer on the check-in, just doing NFL deals.
Good.
I just want to autograph football, man. That's all I want. Just for Malcolm, just for nephew right there. Shout out to my brother Jameer doing big things out there in the Bay, in the Yay area, doing it real big. In Marin City, yo, it's crazy because I know he feels it.
Mm-hmm.
B, you have felt it. I have felt it. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to focus too much. But yes, heighten your awareness, Tiff. And Tiff said, what up, B? It's some people that are like that out there.
Yeah, they don't have genuinely. They're never really happy for you.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
No.
Come on, y'all.
Sometimes they'll give you clues if you really pay attention. But like you said, we ignore red flags from people we love.
We ignore.
That red flag is a checker flag. We just go right through it.
Jameer, y'all get that in Trenton too. We get that in Plainfield. We get it all over, man. Yo, it's crazy out there. I just want this type of love, B. I just want this type of love right here. I want this type of love for Shannon Sharp right here. This 93. This
market shirt.
Yo, remember that love right there, B?
Yeah, the flea market shirt.
Yo, this the type of love that I want for everybody. Like, yo, get you a partner right here who just gonna love you like that. Y'all matching. This that Six Flags matching love right here.
Yeah. Yeah, look at they rocking that what's that cross color?
They got the cross color, got the champion kicks. Yeah. Yo, all you need with a head like his, he needed a visor. That's all. Soup, did you have matching love at Six Flags?
I did not.
She did not. Why not, Soup? You was at Dorney Park?
I never went to Six Flags till I was about 18.
Until you was 18?
Maybe older.
Soup, you was a real good. Soup said until she was a little bit older. Soup, you was a good, clean Christian woman. I see why you married. So they ain't let you go? Because they lightning loops kept crashing. I understand that. Mia said, hell yeah, be your own family too. Yes, it do be.
Yeah, man.
Yes, it do be.
I think it'd be more your family than anybody.
Yes, because they're closer to you. I feel like I can't get done dirty by a stranger.
But sometimes people feel like you supposed to brought them with you.
We gotta get the claps. We got Miss Hattie Kirk on the check-in.
Okay.
Mrs. Kirk, Alabama's finest, Birmingham's finest. We had. Love you, Miss Kirk. Mrs. Kirk, let me be clear. Yo, it's your own family that could do you dirty like that.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Dirty. Like you said, close friends, some of them just like family, so it hurts.
It hurts, man. We don't want that. I'm looking at this other thing. It says, support your friends just like you support that celebrity that doesn't know you exist.
People fight over celebrities.
They was fighting over this one this past weekend. They was fighting over Shador.
Yes, they still is.
What? Nah, man, because I'm trying to tell you, if it wasn't for his father, he would have been the second pick in the whole draft. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. Everybody all around America, all around this world, it was so many people that was arguing over Shador. Like you said, he went 5th round. I'm like, yo, God bless him. He went 5th round.
Hey, man, listen. We all, said, with that unexpected, I guess. But he's in now. So let's see.
He's in. He has the job. Now it's up for him.
So let's see.
To prove it.
Right. Now, but this is my thing, though. If he comes, what do we say if he is good? What do the people who was like, oh, see, he was never good. What do we do now with that? Nothing.
What do we do? I had somebody tell me, shout out to my brother Big Business out there in Baltimore. He says to me, how many people want a second string quarterback that's going to come with all this attention as if he should start? And I'm like, I haven't seen like news like that in football since maybe Tim Tebow, where he has so much hype coming out of college, but some people don't need a quarterback.
Yeah, but teams that passed up on him did need a quarterback.
Oh, talk about it, but you know better than me.
Yeah, the Steelers is one.
Woo.
Giants, who they did pick up Dart,
But don't they have
Russell's signed a 1-year deal, so that mean they don't believe in him. They just wanted to have somebody in that place, and they
just in case.
Yeah, and they got Jameson, so they got 2 veterans on 1-year deals.
Got you.
But they probably won't re-sign either one of them, depending on if this white boy pan out.
Okay.
So even the white boy doesn't pan out, they're gonna be with him for the next 3 years.
No doubt.
So some people saying, well, Giants should have took him. Cleveland, I can understand why he landed there because they really didn't have a quarterback. So, I thought the Raiders might snatch him because he worked with Tom Brady. But I'm happy with our running back pick. We got
who they got?
We got this guy Genty out of Boise State. He was like top.
I heard about him.
So he's I don't normally care for running backs going that high, but he looks like he's going to be special. So
got you.
I think the running game is very important still.
Who my team got? Eagles this year.
Who they pick up? They didn't get anybody big time, but they picked up I think a defensive player that was pretty good.
Checking on my boys.
When you win a Super Bowl, your pick is low.
I want everybody who had an argument about Shador, who's watching this show, do me a favor. Can y'all share this episode?
That's another thing.
You think they're gonna share, B? You think everybody who's watching this who had an argument about Shador Sanders, because y'all support your friends just like you support the celebrity that doesn't know you exist. I want everybody who had an argument about Shador Sanders, who knows me, that knows you, B,
right,
that knows Soup on the other side. They want to know a little bit better, but no, y'all ain't paying enough. Everybody who's watching this, if y'all argue and had a debate about Shador Sanders this weekend, just do us a favor. You ain't gotta donate to the show. You ain't gotta do that. I just want y'all to share the show. And I know what I want y'all to do? I want y'all to support a friend that y'all know.
This remind me of this has the vibe of Bronny James.
There you go.
It has a Bronny James vibe. Like, oh yeah, he shouldn't have got in, because of his dad. And now the same thing goes for this guy. He only being considered because of his dad. Even though if you look at the rankings, he was like ranked number 2 in the NCAA this season. But for some reason, they don't think he's gonna be good enough. Giving me shades of Lamar Jackson, not the skill comparison, but the fact that they said he wasn't going to be able to make it in the league as a quarterback. Try to train him to a receiver before the season started.
It happens so often.
Remember Cordell Slash?
Yes.
Never even got a chance to really be a quarterback.
To dominate how he could and how he should have been.
The list goes on and on.
It does. But right now, black quarterbacks are amongst the best.
They've been the best for the past, I'll say, half a decade.
I
mean, outside of what Brady's been doing, but Brady's teams were good. So shit.
And Brady was incredible. Nothing away from Brady. It's been about good 3 times I tried to take something from Brady. He said, "Oh, let me show you another 4 more times why I'm this great." Like, nah, Brady definitely is Brady, but we can't act like these people aren't rocking better than Elway, than Dan Marino. Look. Get props when it's due. I always say Charlie Ward never got drafted.
Oh, man.
Charlie Ward, Heisman Trophy winner. Supposed to be the best in college, and you didn't even get drafted in that sport. I think he got drafted in baseball and football.
Yeah,
I mean, baseball and basketball, but not in football, where he's the Heisman Trophy winner.
I think they said because he said he wasn't going to play football.
Never know.
They said he said he wasn't going to play, so nobody wanted to waste a draft pick on him.
Never know. We gonna stay on the black person not getting picked, and not the black person, black quarterback. Let's be specific.
Well, the first pick of the draft was black, so let's be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not black person. I don't want to put it in that position.
Cam Ward, who initially from Miami.
What does he play?
Quarterback.
So we got a black quarterback.
No one pick in the draft was a black quarterback.
Got a black quarterback. So is it safe to say that the trajectory has changed?
Yeah, because
we look at
I don't.
black quarterback?
Shakur not getting picked early to me had nothing to do with race.
What does that have to do with, B?
A lot of them say they didn't like his attitude. They didn't like his confidence, his brass. That his father's behind his back. You're gonna have to deal with Dion. All of that play a part.
Okay.
So some of it was we don't want to humble this dude. We want to sit. The league we want to humble him. Some people really didn't need him. Not talking about every team, but some teams just didn't need him. But there is some teams that I raised my eyebrow. I'm like, really? Okay.
Do we want a humble football player? Do we want a player who who lacks confidence?
Well, we don't like loud mouths. Because look at Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco. All those guys were punished. That's why they're not in the Hall of Fame. Chad Ochocinco should be in the Hall of Fame. Or it should at least be in consideration for it. I mean, the man was like the best receiver in the AFC for like 5 years straight.
In the NFL, we don't like loud mouths.
Nah, we want you to shut up and play.
Damn.
Dion always was the talker though. Came out of college talking.
Somebody sent me his video of when he got drafted, and peace to Eli on the checking when the fly talk that Prime was talking, he's like, everybody got to go. My baby got to go. My wife got to go. My mama got to go. Poppy got to go. Everybody got to go. This is what we going to do. It's prime time, baby. Yeah, I didn't want to go to – the other Sanders went to Detroit. I'm going to Atlanta. I can't wait to fill up the stands. He was talking that talk, and he walked.
But you don't get a nickname. You don't get the nicknames he had without being box office. I mean, Neon Dion, Prime Time.
And did it in 2 sports.
And showed up every time.
Every single time. So what I'm hearing, they're like, well, what does Shador ever have to work for? This is some of the talk. Some of the talk
but
is
he's not the only person with a father that was an NFL player that's playing now.
He wasn't. But he also was the coach. His father was his coach in high school, coach in college. So people sometimes saying like, yo, this is the difference with him playing right now. Got Jameer on the check, and Jameer said, you can't come in to a potential job and tell the boss that you will and won't do. Shador does not have Dion talent. He does not.
No, he doesn't. Neither did Eli, but they figured out how to make that move.
Damn.
See, that's what we got to be careful because we okay when they do it. But when we do it, it's a problem. That's what I don't like with us.
Because Eli didn't have his father's. Archie.
Archie was like, he ain't going there. Well, how about that? And nobody had an issue with that. And Eli wasn't even all that in college.
B played with Peyton, let's be clear.
Peyton the man.
Peyton was the man.
Peyton different.
Peyton is. Peyton was. Whew.
Peyton different. I mean,
damn, good
Eli,
point, B.
Eli wasn't that coming out of college.
He wasn't.
But they still watch us. Let's see what Archie gets. The next one. Let's see how they treat him when he come out. Oh yeah, he's part of royalty. Yeah, watch. Let's see the difference. But I understand. I get it. I do get. We don't like the people that talk too much. Us. We got people that like Muhammad Ali when he called himself the greatest.
They did. Yo, B,
they didn't like that.
They didn't like when they called him the greatest. Now, B, we talking about fighters, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about entertainers because football is a violent sport, and you know, people don't like. I won't say people. Some people don't like when the black man. I hate sounding Umar Johnson. Umar, what is his name? Is it Johnson, Carter, Umar, whatever?
I think
Dr. Umar, whatever you are.
Johnson.
Jenkins, whatever your name
it's
is.
Dr. Umar. Is that his last name?
It might just be Dr. Umar. He looked like he got one of them last names, like a Johnson, Jenkins, or something like that.
I think Umar's his last
like
name.
Dr. Umar. When people get, the black man, or
Yeah.
I feel you on that, but I got on my
focus.
Yeah, my brother. So I had one of my brother moments, B. And we talking about like, they don't look at the black man. They don't. I had to get on this, but I'm at the crib and I started feeling some type of way, and I'm like, well, damn. A lot of people saw Sinners this weekend, right?
Yeah,
I didn't. You see it, B? You
part of it. I did. I started watching it.
I'm going to your crib to watch it because
but
you get all the movies.
Yeah, but I kind of stopped it because we want to go to the movies to watch it.
No doubt.
To watch it.
Now I say that
I did watch some of it at the crib. Cheated.
Yeah, I say that because Michael B. Johnson is
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. I'm saying, look, I ain't putting everybody with their last name Johnson. Like all y'all black people got Johnson, Jenkins. No, we're talking about Jordan. No man, salute to him. Brick City Finest, Jersey Finest. We're talking about a Jersey actor.
Yeah.
Big up to him. All time and all that.
What I saw though, he was acting his ass off for the part that I saw. I seen about 1/3 of the movie.
What I like, be funny as hell. Like what I like is, dude, say Creed.
Yeah,
Creed was a big series, right? That showed him as his acting chops, and then Black Panther was dope. But before Creed was another movie where it spawned off from, and it was Rocky. Yes. Rocky is one of my favorite movies, especially Rocky 4, Rocky 3. I used to get amped up. I had the Rocky 4 soundtrack in high school. I'm getting ready for football, off season with track, working out to it. I love it's nothing like them 80s movie soundtracks. The best to work out to ever. I love Rocky.
Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. You already know about it, B. So between watching that, watching Vlad's had a Michael Jai White on one time. I love Michael Jai White. Phenomenal actor, but he also was part of martial arts. Spawn, a few other joints. The Tyler Perry joints, incredible actor. He do comedy, he could do action, all of that. Played Mike Tyson, and he said, Bruce Lee couldn't beat me.
That's what he said.
He said Bruce Lee couldn't beat me, and I'm like, damn, what you mean, Bruce Lee? Nah, I had Bruce Lee poster on my wall. Bruce Lee could beat any and everybody at any given time. He said Bruce Lee is about 130 pounds.
Yeah, he's little.
I'm 225 pounds, 6'1". I will whoop Bruce Lee behind.
Possibly.
Now I'm like, damn, he might have had whooped this behind in real life.
In real life.
Not movie life.
Right.
But the movies make
but to be fair, like you said, they're not in the same weight class.
They not the same. But we just talking about fight.
We talking about street fight now. See,
I'm talking about martial arts because Michael Jai White was a martial arts.
Yeah.
All these belts and all that
I'll give
stuff.
it to him unless I believe him unless Bruce pick up them nunchucks, then all bets is off for me.
So B, I feel you. With him with them nunchucks, he might have gave it to him, right?
Can't see it.
But I said, it's somebody who I feel could whoop on all of them if it was real life. And I feel he did not get the just due. Before I even get to them, I'm going to tell you who got the just due. Because just like we saw this whole Rocky series, Rocky went to like 5, and then it went to Creed.
Definitely did.
But before we had a Rocky at the same time, yo, shout out to all my Italian people out there. But, man, I ain't know y'all could just beat everybody.
Daniel's son.
Yeah. Another Jersey representative from Hoboken, moved out to Cali. Came out there. Put hands and feet on people.
Hands and feet. Then went over to Okinawa and put
put it on them too. But B, I'm watching them the other day. I do not believe Daniel's son could beat anybody that I grew up with.
I see him now. I'm watching. I've been watching Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And I say, Johnny would have whooped his ass.
Johnny would have whooped him. Easy. But they made sure we had a Karate Kid 1, 2, 3. Now, you got the 4th one right there. They had a girl one, too. Yeah. Now, the 4th one, it had Jada Smith. I saw that in the movie.
I kind of liked that one.
I liked it, too. It was cool. But no, we didn't see, B? We did not see another Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. Why not? Why not? Because it made money.
It did make. That's a good one.
It made money.
I don't have an answer to that.
And I'm like, I don't have an answer either. But I know what I don't have the answer either to. But I need an answer for.
You had a good teacher. You had Jackie.
Yo, you had Jackie. Yo, you should have been the next one. But they didn't make it a franchise. And they also did not make a franchise with The Last Dragon.
They said they didn't like his acting.
What? With Jaden?
Yeah, but Daniel's son wasn't acting like that either.
He wasn't that dope either. Yo, that crane kick was super whack.
Oh man,
super whack.
How about the drum punch?
Yeah.
The baby rattle punch, whatever.
That one right there. I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all know that wasn't. Y'all ain't believe that. At least right
the crane when they put a little bit of the crane with the tiger crane kick, they put a little bit of pizzazz on it. But that punch one, man, that was terrible.
Man, ain't nobody, that, and when y'all went on trips to Chinatown or whatever, people will start doing that. And, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Some of y'all lost some fights out there on the playground trying to do them same moves, so maybe y'all perfected it. I don't know. But I'm like, why did in Hollywood? Because I feel that Bruce Leroy, Tomac, his father he really studied the craft in real life. Just like his father. Studied the craft. I feel like he would whoop Van Dam's behind. I feel like he would whoop Steven Seagal behind that. Who really did whoop Steven Seagal was Michael Jai White.
Yeah, their fighting styles is different.
But I'm like, I looked at Last Dragon. I was watching it the other day. Was watching it throughout my whole life. I still like this movie.
Movie.
And what didn't happen with this movie, it wasn't a part 1. Oh, it was only a part 1. It wasn't a part 2. It wasn't a part 3. I feel this movie should have been franchised. Just like all these Karate Kids, just like them Rockies. And I'm like, well, why did they not want to see this black man? I'm sorry, y'all got to go to this black man. I'm on my Dr. Umar Johnson Jenkins tonight. Why did they not want to see him still progress and go further? Because I feel like if y'all watch the scenes, him with the nunchucks, him fighting, the music, the way they put it all together, it was a good production.
Yeah, I think it was more of a because it wasn't like a franchise that made it. That was like, what was that, Barry Gordy?
Too independent?
Yeah, I think it wasn't. He probably didn't get the financial backing to keep pushing them out.
I agree, but I'm like, it has to be a reason. I'm like, because the production of the movie is not whack.
No, it's not. But and it had people in it that were not nobodies. They had some actors in there. Some actors.
Piece to Miles Davis on the check. Yo, it was good. I mean,
I thought
throughout the whole movie, whatever race. I like Eddie Arcadian.
My favorite character was showing up.
Super funny. I love the villains. I loved everything about it. It was the scene. It was the scene, the way the brother act, the way the father, it was super dope. But I'm like, why didn't Hollywood want to keep pushing him? Did they feel, especially at a time like that?
I think, part of it, they couldn't see him being a real superhero type guy.
Damn, why not?
Because maybe his name was Bruce Leroy.
Keep it going.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yo,
I look at stuff like Meteor Man. They only made one.
Yo,
right?
B, this is how anybody who all my fellas from the 80s, and we at Palmer Video, we at Blockbuster Video, and I was a karate guy. B, I'm sure you're a karate guy. All of my Fox in the afternoon karate people, Mal on the check, and y'all had all the ninja stars at your crib. Everybody who wore ninja tab, he's going to the flea market making nunchucks, Chinese shoes, making nunchucks out of your hanger. We all were there.
Yep.
And we all believed in this culture, but it was times when we got Bruce Lee movies. It wasn't Lee.
Yeah.
It was with the LI. And we watched that, and it was mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a lot of black martial artists. We had Jim Kelly.
Had Jim Kelly. But I'm talking about the fake Asian ones. Because Bruce Lee was that guy. But then it was a Bruce Lee.
It was a Bruce Lee.
And
people try to say that was his son or something.
So it was like the quality all wasn't the same.
Yeah,
Bruce
no.
Lee was a superstar.
We did
and the
have,
movies was a certain caliber.
We did have Chuck Norris.
Ain't nobody believe in Chuck.
Chuck was actually really good in real life. That's the crazy part.
Yo, and he really was. But ain't nobody want to believe. Yo, and I think they ain't want to believe in Chuck.
He didn't look the part.
And that's the crazy part, B. Because this is what I'm saying, even with Bruce Lee. Yo, people was hating on Chuck, and Chuck is looking at these guys like, yo, I will whip all y'all.
Yeah, I'm really
that guy.
Yeah, I'm really a
I
fighter.
will whip on most of y'all right now. But, since I'm the white guy, I guess I don't know martial arts.
Right.
Like, I can't know that. So,
Right.
yes, exactly, B. And so, like, the hate comes from all over. It's the stereotypes, I should say, come from all over. Because even in Last Dragon, they had the Chinese dude, Johnny. And Johnny was like, I studied the art of fighting without knowing how to fight.
Right.
And he doing what that crazy crap.
Yeah.
But he ain't know how to get busy.
Nah, he couldn't fight.
At all. At all. But so it just shows the stereotypes and it's crazy. But you saying because the money wasn't backing.
I don't think they had the backing to keep going with it.
Damn, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
But it was a good, like you said, it was a good production. And I don't think it was extra cheap.
It wasn't.
It didn't look corny. It didn't look cheap. No.
It didn't look corny. And I'm like, damn. Is it? Because I'll be trying to go conspiracy theory.
And you had vanity in it.
And it had vanity. I'll be trying to go conspiracy theory and all that, but I don't be too deep with conspiracy theory. I just like, y'all.
But you think a lot of the black produced movies back then didn't have sequels. A lot of them were like one and dones.
Damn, I think they could have made a friend. Thank God they're making these franchises now. I ain't see Black Panther 2. They had a 2, right?
Yeah, they had a 2.
And I ain't get dressed up. I'm not black enough, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll get it right next time.
I think the 2 people once he died, kind of took the life, so to speak, out of it. Because people were like, well, why didn't you just replace Black Panther? Why'd you basically kill him off for good?
I didn't even watch the whole thing, but I'm wondering how it's going down. So I'm just asking, B. It's just a little different out here. It's a little different.
It's a double standard in life. That's what we've been dealing with our whole lives. So
it is.
And then we don't help.
Well, we don't help, B.
We jump on we jump on the bandwagon.
We jump on every bandwagon. We
feel strong about it too.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That's why I've been talking sports these days, man. It really gets heated.
Yo, it gets too heated. It gets too heated for me. Only other thing that gets is heated in our community, in the shop, because shout out to all the barbers and stylists. And shout out to everybody on the check-in one more time. Shout out to True Lives on the check-in. Definitely Beards and Baldheads family. Definitely one of the best photographers on the planet Earth.
Doing this thing,
getting busy. And what True Lies, or what I might have a conversation with him, might argue about, and me, we don't really argue, but I'm just saying, if we had an argument and what we feel strong about, he said, did Shaq, oh dang, Mal.
What you said?
Mal said, did Shaq set Shannon Sharp up? Oh, Mal, you trying to, look, man, yo, we can't get on our Jersey people right now. I don't think Shaq did. You think Shaq did it?
No, I don't think
Not the 19th rule. Shaq paid him off. We heard what Kobe said. I don't think Shaq
would Kobe said. Kobe said I should have been like Shaq and paid him money.
Paid him off, man. Should have did that.
But what would be the benefit in Shaq's sabotaging Shannon Sharp?
I don't know. They two different Hall of Fame.
They're not in the same. They're not in the same lane.
They not.
Shaq is already established. Shannon Sharp is just really up and coming in this media thing.
True.
Shaq is a media darling, endorsing the hell out of everything.
Darling, Papa John's, pick one.
Icy hot.
Val Davis said Matt Barnes. You think it's one of them situations? I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's crazy how we already, like you said, we already saying it's one of us just did it to ourselves.
Yo, it's crazy. We not even, because didn't she have a whole pimp out there or something like that?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know all the details, why I ain't speculating too much.
They was beef. Shaq and Shannon Sharp was beefing? I don't think Shaq gonna do that to him. I hope not. I hope he wouldn't do it.
What kind of beef would make you want to do that, though?
Yeah, I don't see.
Disagreement? What kind of disagreement?
Just fight. Just fight. I hope not.
I don't even, I can say somebody have to school me because I don't remember what they were even beefing over.
I don't know what they was beefing over. But people used to beef over these people right here. And some people see this right here when they talk about a Mount Rushmore at a certain time, B, is this equivalent? Wow. I done seen a million rap Mount Rushmores.
Wow.
Let's go golden era.
You can't go wrong with that.
Let's go golden era. Rap. We ain't gonna do New York all the time because some people might want to put other people in. But let's go this golden era. Let's go from 88 to 92.
Okay.
Let's go. No, matter of fact, let's go 85. 85 to 90. 85 to 92. Let's go 85 to 92. Are these gentlemen right here, would they be equivalent of a Mount Rushmore? Everything got phases, eras when it come to music, when it come to rap. I just learned about this rapper today. With these kids I'm rocking with. His name was Chucky. And I'm like, oh, who's Chucky? I put it in and I'm like, oh, I like this vibe. It's something new. Yeah. Your son listen to Chucky?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know Chucky B. You be knowing more than me. But I know these artists right here. We got LL Cool J. We got Rakim. We got Big Daddy Kane. We got KRS-One. I'm not going to tell you how Big Daddy Kane and Rakim was beefing over Suit back at BLS Hot Jams. It was BLS Hot Jams. It was 1989. 1989. I'm not going to say it was Juice Crew, and you had the Supreme team that we used to rock with, Supreme from Fort Greene. Used to rock, and they was beefing over Suit. This was after she was allowed to go to Six Flags. You see what I'm saying? Soup is trouble. But
so is this a Mount Rushmore of eras?
What you say, Soup?
LL did try to kick it to my sister at a party.
Why would you never meet your sister, Soup? She ain't invited to the show.
13 years older.
She 13 years older.
Yes, LL was trying to kick it to her that night.
Talk about it, Soup. It run in the family. Run in the family. Okay. I hate so LL. This when LL was he married? This what LL was this? Booming System LL?
This was Albie Shore's coming out party. So that had to be what, 89?
Albie Shore coming out party. Soup said this was 89. Y'all just be thinking I'm playing when I'm saying these Soup stories. I'm trying to tell you, her and her sister was getting it in. Soup had to use a sister ID to get in because she was developed at 14, and they used to be. So I'm sorry, Soup. I ain't gonna tell everybody. The business, but tell them. Part of the memoir. You get a point for memoir, Soup.
I take that point.
Word up. So, yo, we got these people right here, though, B. How do you feel when you see this? Because, yo, when I see LL, all I need, box.
Do you have a favorite in that group?
Box, Soup. When LL said box.
She said, do you have a favorite in that
LL group? Is my favorite in this group. He's my favorite. He was one of the reasons what made me love rap even more with his performance on Crush Groove. B's the first one to point it out to me. He said, that's our first time we got to see LL. And because he already had his radio hits. He had radio already out there, but he didn't have a video because he was too lazy. Maybe got drunk because he was chilling with Soup and his sister or her sister that night. So we didn't get to see that radio performance, that video. But when I'm Bad came out,
right.
What? Cool J Cookies. My name is Jason. What? Y'all? They want to eat me.
No, I do believe he has to be on the Mount Rushmore. And the crazy part about Mount Rushmore is like, how do you do it? Do you pick a person from every era? How do you do that?
Who's your favorite?
Who
My
piece of Kyrie on the check-in.
my most
On this one right here, B.
my favorite on that one is Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. Was it a dark skin thing? Was it
No, it was because Big Daddy Kane was I would say, besides LL Cool J, he was the first like rapper that was like, okay, this guy is smooth, man. This dude, he's changing the way he's wearing a suit, man. Like, you know, the rappers didn't wear suits and stuff, but maybe some people here and there, but he changed the whole style of how you looked. We were like that flat top and all that, and big gold chains and wearing 2-piece suits and dancing. What rapper you knew back then was dancing with his background dancers?
With his background dancers in sync, just as good.
And hardcore to where nobody said, "Oh, look at this dude back dancing." No,
because you
dancing.
You looked at him like, yo, he'll put them hands on you.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was from the streets now.
Best style.
But it's just that the versatility of him going from like this smooth operator to this hardcore dude. It was like, man, you could be both. Like, really. So he was my favorite. Not saying he was the best, but he was my favorite.
He did have versatility, B. Like when you just said he had Young, Gifted, and Black. He had Lean on Me. Mm-hmm. Ooh, let's talk about some Kane hits. He had Smooth Operator. He had Raw. Mm-hmm. He could switch it up on many different levels, tempos.
And he wrote for a lot of people.
Biz Markie. We talk about Just a Friend. We talking about Make the Music with Your Mouth, Biz. Doodle. Like,
Passing boogers.
Picking boogers. Like, we are talking about Big Daddy Kane.
Mm-hmm.
King Asiatic, no one is equal.
The Symphony.
But
I'm just saying, like, he was my favorite, but I'm not saying he was the best.
So now when it comes in, some people who say who is the best, they say the God MC. They say this for all these years. The R, the A to the K I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Yo, this is what when you got Rakim in there.
You got the
Long Island.
You got the teacher too.
Wine Dance. And then you got from the Bronx.
You got the teacher.
What out of they?
100 guns to 100 clips.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm saying, right? You can't go wrong with
Yo, I'm going to tell you, the General flexed on me one night. I'm at the General crib. Shout out to the General. He says, we talking about, no matter of fact, I'm at the General's crib. We are watching KRS and Big Daddy Kane versus. I came through to watch it over there. And he drops the book on me. He's like, he got the autograph KRS One book. And I'm like, yeah, you just won. You want to see if I'm a thief or not? I ain't a thief, General. You know, I should have took a picture of it and then act like it was autographed to me. It probably said to Norm, no, but I should have did that, just flex a little bit, like how some of y'all take pictures against other people's car. Yo, KRS.
That's a tough four right there. It's a tough
Rakim
four.
was something different, though his rhyme pattern.
Who could you take off that list though? I'm saying, but it would have to be somebody
at this era.
No, not this. It would have to be somebody in another era. I don't think anybody from that era could take these.
Nobody
these
in this era.
I don't think so.
Cool G Rap can't come up there.
I think.
Cool
Soup.
Who
Soup had a good one. She said Kumo D.
Who's coming off?
Nobody.
Nah, you got to take somebody off.
Nobody.
My Rushmore got 4 heads.
Mo D had a nice era. Mo D had an extra life because Mo D actually had joints around this 89 era.
Could it would be cheating to put Run DMC up there?
Oh.
Yes. I think that would be cheating.
I saw Mount Rushmore of women that I found very interesting.
Who was in the Mount Rushmore?
And it was definitely, in my opinion, flawed. But I got it. I
was it solo MCs?
Yeah.
Who was it?
They had Nicki Minaj. They had Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim.
They had Missy Elliott. And they had Lauryn Hill. I said it was flawed because Latifah got to be on it.
Latifah got to be on there.
That's not the original.
Right.
That's
why I said the eras is different.
Latifah Light got to be up there.
Yes.
They have to be.
In any era then, you saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think any era.
I'm sorry.
Who?
Shantae.
Well,
yes.
Well, see, the original Mount Rushmore is the founders. So, yeah, none of these guys would be on it.
Now, I think it's tough. You said Shantae. I think it's tough because what Shantae laid down, her foundation, and the sacrifice she had. And
right. She's the founder. She's the
yeah,
founder.
because it would be no Kane.
Right.
If it wasn't no Shantae. It wouldn't be no Biz Markie if it wasn't Shantae. Now, maybe they would have did it, but we're going to talk reality. They came through Shantae with the Juice Crew. So, reality is, yes, they would have found another way, but the way they did find it is through Shantae. And I don't know. That's very interesting.
Like I said, you have to do it by eras. I don't think you can do it across the board. It'd be really hard.
I don't think so.
Unless you break it down to a certain way. Because if they did the Mount Rushmore for presidents these days, the four heads that's up there, I don't know if they'd still be there. I think 2 of the 4 would be.
Yo, B, I'm going to see how smart you are because I know how dumb I am.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore is, what is it? It's in,
Anybody on checking? Y'all know where Mount Rushmore is?
It's up north. What the hell?
Y'all on the check-in don't know where Mount Rushmore is. Do we got? Is anybody watching? Do we got people who really that smart and they can say, "Oh, Mount Rushmore is in Wyoming. It's in
it's not in Wyoming.
Montana." Where I don't have a clue where Mount Rushmore is. Everybody be talking. I believe
it's in South Dakota.
South Dakota.
One of the Dakotas. Hey,
go ahead, man. Yo, B, give yourself a round of applause, man. Yo, this is Soul Survivor. Sinead said South Dakota. You Googled it. Sinead Googled it. Thank you though, because I don't know, if these people watching, I'm like, ain't none of y'all that smart. Y'all, like, people be smart until it's time to be smart. I don't think anybody.
I know a lot of useless facts.
It's a good thing. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Yes, indeed. Like, some people like, yo, we don't. Everybody be talking that Mount Rushmore talk, but like, yo, who really is a Mount Rushmore? One of my favorite Mount Rushmores. I ain't put it up there because Soup is such a Christian woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you seen that one too?
Yeah. CB.
Yeah.
This shows how bad with y'all.
Yeah.
With the Mount Rushmore.
I think
porn.
Pinky should have been up front.
Pinky definitely is one of my favorite. Pinky changed the game.
Cherokee.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cherokee. They didn't have Beauty Dior. I think they had Sky Black. I forgot I don't know if they had Cashmere or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't have.
They had Vanessa Del Rio.
Vanessa Del Rio definitely. Did Soup just say? Inspiration?
Yeah, dude. She should have been up there, definitely.
So she one of the ones?
All I'm going to say about her is that one of my friends.
So you want to grab the mic? So you got to let them know. Cause they just be thinking like it's dead air. Like when we talking to
people are gonna Google Vanessa Del Rio now.
Y'all need to
yeah, you go right ahead.
So you said one of your best friends what? Inspiration? Oh, she coming around? Yeah, it's not on you. Can't nobody see you.
So one of my best gentleman friends was a fan of Vanessa Del Rio.
Uh-huh.
We're talking late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I guess, a coming of maturity for young men.
Yes.
Yeah, she helped mature a lot of young men.
She did.
She did. I went through my dad's stash.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
I tried to rewind it back to the same spot.
I think she even made it into several rap songs.
She
Vanessa
did.
Del
She
Rio.
did.
Okay,
She did.
All right, Vanessa, where are you today?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Look, y'all might have to watch me a Vanessa Del Rio tonight. Thank you, Sue. Nostalgia.
See, when videos, she hit the stage when videos started to come out.
Yes.
Before it was just magazines. And then when the VHS came out, that changed everything.
And she was voluptuous. She was. Miles said Heather Hunter. Yes.
Oh man.
I remember being at I'm in the city. And rest in peace, K Slay. K Slay was one of the first DJs who embraced the sexuality of women and brought like the strip club culture back up. Well, introduced it even heavier up north. And he had Heather Hunter, Janet Jackman. Mm-hmm. He had Buffy the Body, and a few of them other ones in between. I say Heather Hunter was this big.
Yeah,
size of my pinky. Real small, petite woman. But, yo, man, shout out to him. Who's Ebony Eyes? I might have to check that one, too, Mal. Like, look, man.
It's a
Shout out
lot
to all the
of them.
porn stars out there.
It's a lot
The
of
Mount
them.
Rushmore's up there. Look, y'all helped a lot of men get through droughts. Y'all helped a lot of women learn on how to please. Yo, man, porn people need love too. Y'all definitely do, man. Shout out to them. You know, it's different out there. But that was one of those Mount Rushmores when I was like, ooh, it's a little different. It's a little different right there. We about to close it out. Before we close it out, I want to give love to the track community out here. Penn Relays just passed. The Bullets team, Quincy Wilson, did his thing.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know these track stars out here.
Where's he? He's from where?
Maryland.
From Maryland.
Potomac. I want to say is it Potomac? Is that Maryland or is that Virginia?
That's I think that's Virginia.
But wherever
But right there, it's right there in that.
wherever
center
he's
spot.
from, he's from Bullis High School. That's in Maryland.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Howard people. Got a bunch of people that I love from Howard. And this lady right here, this young woman, Mason Holiday, she not only is a Howard alumni who graduated and was a track athlete, she went to WWE.
That's what's up.
And she's a black woman right there.
Getting that money. That's good money.
Getting that money from Maryland. Yes, indeed. And expanding the culture, showing that black women rock. They rock like soup. And she's showing like, look, I can do a lot more. We can entertain. And she got the opportunity to do more with her athletic ability to further her career. So I just want to give a shout out to that one right there. I ain't seen too many people talking about that. B, I appreciate you every week.
Yes,
I appreciate everybody on the check-in, holding it down. We are Beards and Baldheads. Like I said earlier, support your friends just like you support a celebrity that doesn't know you exist. If y'all like the show, share it. Don't cost you nothing to share. Press that little share thing. Send that link if y'all watching on YouTube. Send the link, send it to your friend. Send a past episode. We here, y'all. We are Beards and Baldheads. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. We shall see y'all next week. Thank y'all. Everybody on check-in. Peace.
Peace.